This is First News, brought to you live from the Television Broadcast Center in the M Building. My name is Tyrone Thompson. Good afternoon. Remembrance Day activities got underway this morning at Fanshawe College. Brittany Robbins attended the events and files this report. Meanwhile, in London, the annual Remembrance Day parade wound its way through the city this morning. The parade culminated in Victoria Park for the cenotaph ceremony.
Lest we forget, Fanshawe College held its Remembrance Day service this morning, where we remembered those who risked their lives in wars of past and present.
Today we remember the 66,944 soldiers who died in a senseless war during the 1914-1918 conflict that was the war to end all wars.
Always an emotional event, we take this moment to think about how the nature of war has affected ourselves and the people around us.
If I don't take time to be kind and to be thoughtful, you know what, all I'm going to be doing is being selfish and greedy and going after what I can get. That's where war starts. It doesn't start in the trenches. It starts with our neighbor, with our locker partner, with the people we eat lunch with. We need to love one another as we love ourselves, and that's really the great message.
Although the history of war seems infinite, we always pay respects to those who continue to sacrifice their lives.
Any war is war, right? Lots of people get affected by it, not just men and women that go to war to fight, but the family that's left behind.
For First News, I'm Brittany Robbins.
Meanwhile, in London, the annual Remembrance Day parade wound its way through the city this morning. The parade culminated in Victoria Park for the cenotaph ceremony, where special honor was given to those who fell in Afghanistan this year. Meanwhile, another special service is just getting underway at the Parkwood Hospital. The service is closed to the general public due to the lack of space at the hospital and will only accommodate Parkwood veterans and their families and a few specially invited guests. Meanwhile, Remembrance Day ceremonies all over the province and the country took place earlier today. In Ottawa, Prince Charles joined the Governor Jean-Michel Jean, Prime Minister John Harper, and thousands of veterans and ordinary Canadians for the Remembrance Day services at the National War Memorial. Also in Ottawa for the event was Del Marie Morley of East St. Paul, Manitoba, this year's Silver Cross mother. Her son, Corporal Keith Morley, was killed while serving in Afghanistan on September 18, 2006. A possible strike by London's transit workers has many Fanshawe students nervous. Eric Collins has more.
Monday, November 16th, is an important day for many in London as the threat of a transit strike looms over the city. The threat of a work stoppage harkens memories of a strike in Ottawa last December. That lasted 53 days, effectively brought many parts of that city to a halt. Spring forward to 2009, and the union, which represents drivers, inspectors, all the way down to ticket clerks and maintenance staff at London Transit, are in a legal strike position as of Monday. They're asking for many things, including safety concerns. They want more money, a wage hike of almost $2 an hour as well. How's Fanshawe College planning to handle the situation? FSU President Jabari Cooper says, well, they're working on it.
It's tough to come up with something and implement it the same day or the next day. We'd have to pool all our resources together and kind of go from there. The college does have something in mind.
Okay.
We've also been collaborating with the Western University.
We caught up with several out-of-town students who say this situation could turn devastating for their studies in the Forest City.
I have to get to school. Also, I may use it for work at times, and it may delay the times I need to be there.
How would I get to school? How would I get to work? I'd have to walk or not show up at all. It'd be a big problem overall.
How are you going to get to class?
I guess I'm not.
At Fanshawe College, I'm Eric Collins. First News.
Meanwhile, the Amalgamated Transit Union called the impending strike by bus drivers in the city a certainty. This after Mayor Anne-Marie DeCiccio Best refused to intervene in the wage dispute between the HU Local 741 and the LTC. Pat Huntingford, president of the HU Local 741, said that the LTC's refusal to budge from his latest offer, as well as the city's refusal to force the LTC back to the bargaining table, have made plans for Monday's strike a certainty. DeCiccio, however, validated her decision by stating that the city could not get involved in the dispute and that the charge by Huntingford was misleading as the LTC operates independently from the city. Jesse Davidson's journey was laid to rest yesterday as the 29-year-old whose battle with Duchenne muscular dystrophy was buried at the St. Paul Anglican Cathedral on Tuesday. Davidson's story was brought to national attention when his father, John Davidson, pushed Jesse across Ontario in an effort to raise funds for medical research as well as to raise awareness about Duchenne disease. 3 years later, John Davidson walked across Canada once again to raise awareness for the disease and money for research. Both efforts raised approximately $3.3 million. Jesse's service was attended by over 800 mourners. The H1N1 virus has claimed 2 more lives in our region, bringing the death toll so far to 5 this season, according to the Middlesex London Health Unit. Health Unit officials have stated that there are signs that the virus has peaked in the area. This is evidenced by a high level of absenteeism in schools, while flu complaints at local hospitals have started to decrease. A new clinic for vaccinations has been added to the London area. It will be located at the Westminster Secondary School and will run on Wednesdays from 3 to 8:30 p.m. Canadian entertainment dynasty Much Music is giving their viewers one more chance at their shot at stardom. Reporter Charlotte Smith caught up with 2 Londoners who have made it to the top 8.
Liz Trinier is a 4th-year student from the University of Western Ontario. Kelly Peter is a graduate of the radio broadcasting program at Fanshawe. Out of 4,000 contestants from all over Canada, these 2 homegrown Londoners have made it to the top 8 of the Much Music VJ Search 2.0. Their experiences so far have been similar.
You've almost brushed your dream, and then you're not quite there yet, and so it's very surreal.
It's been really hectic. I mean, we've been networking, and I've been trying to basically create a fan page on Facebook, and I'm doing news interviews, radio interviews, newspaper interviews.
Every 5 years or so, when the new VJs are needed, Much Music will run a VJ search to pick one new person to join the on-air team. This year, going along with the 2.0 theme, the competition is viral and up to the viewers.
Well, we had 2 tasks so far. One was a kind of an album review, but in 140 characters or less, so basically a tweet.
So what can they bring to the table?
I can represent Canada. I can represent the Canadian, maybe girl next door. Hopefully that doesn't come back and haunt me.
I really do enjoy interviewing people. I really do enjoy going out in the community and working promotions and being on air as well.
The future is bright for these 2 Londoners, but only time will tell if their dreams of being a part of the Much Music history will finally come true. I'm Charlotte Smith for First News.
A Manitoba family is $50 million richer this week after they won the top prize in the Lotto Max lottery. The Fontaine family, who were battling health problems and poverty, came forward to claim their prize on Tuesday. Kirby Fontaine claimed he was down to his last $10 when he bought the ticket and was surprised to find that his wife Marie had also bought a ticket which turned out to be the winning one. The family said their immediate plans included assisting family and friends in their community as well as to travel the world. We'll take a look at news around the globe and your weather after these short messages.